Guys, I can't lie, I was always kind of a hater of those guys that posted ZWIFT races on their YouTube channels, but here I am doing it myself. This is the Legion of Los Angeles Crit Series, Category B.
Right. Hey, we're racing, Rocky. This is the ultimate flex for an indoor pain cave. Alexa, box fan on.
I am in my garage and I have those garage racks, so I put a box fan above me so the wind blows directly onto my back.
Good.
So good.
For those of you that don't know, I'm a gamer, playing a video game right now. When I pedal my bike, the guy on my screen here in front of me is also pedaling. Just racing against 63 of my virtual friends here. So the name of the game here, stay with this main group until the very end and try to sprint. We'll see what we can do. All right, you'll see in the upper corner, that corner right there, they have like boosts and stuff. So right now I have a feather, and that feather will help me go up hills faster. So I'll use that coming up here pretty quick. So I'll use the feather now, going through these little rollers here, make it a little easier on myself. All right, that's the start finish. I think we do 4 or 5 laps. All right, last race, I didn't get a power up at the end, so everybody used their power up right before the finish. I ended up getting like 7th, I think. So the goal is, if I get a good power up, I might not use it, just save it until the very end. See how that goes. Hopefully I can get like an arrow power up or a drafting power up. But, oh, I take that back. Last time I had a feather power up, which doesn't really help you in the last little bit to sprint. Let's see what I get here. Oh, let's see what I get, dude. Arrow boost, oh, feather.
Should I use it that?
Not yet, I'll tell you when.
Aren't you on the pill now?
Rocky, you want to say hi to the camera?
Hi.
Got my son here. You're the booster? Yeah, not yet. Yeah, right now actually. Hit it. Hit the boost. Thanks, dude. Use this feather on the hill. Thank you, Rocky. You're a true pal, bud. All right, I made up some of my homebrew secret ingredients right here. Just bring some into their knees. It's like the equivalent of like tin gels.
I think I'm gonna make a video on how I make my homebrew, but I've given it to some friends on some rides, and one of them ended up like almost throwing up. He basically had to stop riding, but I've been training my gut for over a year to be able to handle it. But it goes with like the 1-to-1 ratio in order to be able to absorb lots of carbs on a ride, so it's really good for like 100-mile rides and all that.
All right, see if I get a boost. Oh, no boost, dang it.
No, nothing.
Nothing. Oh, crap. I think my power's messed up.
So this is the moment that I started to regret having my son help me with the boosts. You can see up in the upper left corner it says connection failure. All of a sudden my cadence spiked and I couldn't produce any power, and I started falling off the back of the pack. Looked behind me and kind of just start laugh crying. I realized that Rocky had tripped over the cord to my trainer And at this point, I have to decide. It's kind of game over because once you fall off the back of the pack, it's going to be tough to get back on. Would you like to continue? Yes or no? I figured this would be a good time to teach my son that quitting is not an option.
Rocky, plug it in.
So I had Rocky plug it back in. The trainer came back to life and started giving me the resistance I need. But we're super far behind the peloton. Right now it looks like 3 seconds, 4 seconds. And love my son here.
It's all right, man. We're gonna see
He
if we can get back.
apologizes. Such a good kid. But we have our work cut out for us. It's a simulated race, right? But they simulate the draft effect. And so even though it's a simulated race, because I'm not connected to that main peloton, I'm doing a whole lot more work than they are. And it looks like 6 seconds, 5 seconds. And so it's about right here that I start gaining on them. But I had to sit down, got really tired, start dropping below 700 watts, and realized that I'm going to be able to probably catch them. And so I stand back up and give one really big dig here, go back over 800 watts to catch back on. And takes me a bit of time, but I end up doing it here. And definitely not what I wanted to do halfway through the race. I was hoping to save all the energy I could for the very end in order to sprint, but now I just burnt that huge match to get back onto the group here. The heart rate in the upper left corner, 140, definitely not right. My heart rate strap, I ordered a new one. It's not here yet, but I'm sure I'm well over 170. Digging in for that sprint to catch back on.
Gosh dang, I'm tired. All right, I'm back on. Rocky accidentally tripped on the wire, disconnected my trainer. I used way too much energy on that. We'll see how much I have left for the sprint, Rocky.
Even after I caught back on, you can see I'm dangling off the back, and this was kind of what happened the entire rest of the race into the final stretch.
Come on, Arrow. Yes. All right, that's what we needed. We're not going to use it till the very end. Gosh, gotta recover. That heart rate strap is not right. I'm definitely more than 145 right now. All right, I got the arrow. I'm just gonna keep that until the end. Still recovering. That was a hard effort. Getting back on the group. Finally, I feel like I caught my breath here. And we're going into the last lap. All right, this is it. Last lap. Last lap. Here we go. All right, Rocky's here. Rocky's gonna hit my boost for me when I need it. I'll tell you when, bud.
So not a great situation right now. The race is only, I don't know, 35 minutes. I had that power drop kind of right in the middle. So it took me up until now to really catch my breath. My legs are tired, and now we're going into the last mile here. And yeah, definitely not ideal. Wish I wouldn't have had to waste that energy getting back onto the group. But going into the last little bit, and Rocky's going to hit my boost for me.
All right, bud, hit it.
All right, we have the Aero Boost rolling. Usually in real life, I have the cameras on the front and back, so I'm never able to see my face in the sprint. But look at this pain face. Yuck. Went over 1100 watts, but didn't really time the sprint right, and ended up in 7th place.
What do you think, Rocky? How'd I do? Thanks, bud. Thanks for watching. Thanks for cheering me on. Rocky was in charge of my boost at the end. That gave me the boost I needed to get to the top 10.
So this right here is called ZWIFT Power. It's a third-party site that they want you to sign up for if you want your result to like count towards the series. So it looks like I got 7th. Didn't really time the sprint great, but considering that my trainer had a power dropout and I had to catch back on and all that, pretty okay with the result. But sometimes kids are the worst.